Gareth, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Tubes?
Not bad, mate, not bad at all. Thank you very much. It's coming up 5 years of being the England manager. How have you enjoyed it so far?
Feels to me like it's flown by, but other people might not feel that way.
You've done well.
And the
really
hair's
well.
hanging in, and not too grey yet. So, no, firstly, it's a privilege to do the job. To manage a country is an incredible honour. So, we feel like the team have progressed, and we feel like we've still got some distance that we've still got to go before we get to where we want to be. But it's great to work with good players.
Yeah.
I've got good staff with me as well, a very good team of people. And so that makes it enjoyable. And as we've experienced over the last 12 months, enjoyment is as important as anything else, really.
Absolutely. And when you first got the job, what were the things straight away you wanted to change and to implement?
To begin with, you have to keep winning matches. Whatever ideas you have of how you'd like to play or what you want to do, you've got to win football matches to give yourselves the time to be able to implement new ideas. And we had a lot of good young players coming through our development teams that we knew could maybe play skill-wise in a different style to we've been able to play in the recent past. So that was always exciting, that how do we keep our better experienced players involved, but also introduce some of these younger players in that maybe skill-wise have a different level that we haven't seen for a few years with England.
Yeah.
So, I'm always careful that we don't dismiss some of the great players we've had in the past. Our guys have got it all to do to prove that they're at the level of the Steven Gerrards, the Wayne Rooneys, the Frank Lampards who played in the not-so-distant past, the Ashley Coles. We're still talking about a lot of potential with our team.
Yeah.
We've been to a World Cup semi-final, which is sort of on a par with anything we've done over a long period of time. And now the challenge for us is to go a stage further.
I've spoken to a few of the players and they say your man management is different gear, it's unbelievable. And they said that you've made, the away trips and the tournaments a lot more fun, around the hotel. Is that something you thought, I need to change that?
Well, I couldn't really say what had happened before. I only had my experiences of playing with England, which were great. I loved coming away with England. A good group of guys who loved, who wore the shirt with pride. But also we did enjoy ourselves. We had the right balance between good focus on training and playing, but then when you're in the hotel and you can be away for a long time, there's got to be a relaxed atmosphere that people enjoy and want to be a part of. So, and then winning matches helps. If it's fun around the hotel and we're getting beaten, then nobody really enjoys that too much.
Unicorn racing in the swimming pool.
No, they don't quite feel the same way. So in the end, you've still got to keep winning football matches.
Would Gareth Southgate, the player, get into this England team?
I'm not quite sure how I got in any England team, but
come on, leave it out.
I think my game was probably better suited to European and international football than it was to Premier League football, because as a centre-back, I wasn't physically quite as strong or as quick as a lot of others, but I could read the game reasonably well, and because I'd played in midfield, I could use the ball reasonably well, but there were people that were better at all those things than I was. So I don't think I would get in the teams, but I loved my time playing with England. It was very special.
Would you get in the squad then?
Well, I always manage to sneak in the squads somehow, just by, if you keep turning up, eventually they'll give you a game.
Bring him in. You come across like quite a calm and deep thinking manager, but have you got the hairdryer in you? Can you go flip mode, Gareth?
There's always moments to use different styles, let's put it that way. And I think players respond less to that old style of motivating or shouting, or I think kids are a bit different now. They come through a different process at school, but everybody needs a jolt now and then, and everybody needs a reminder of what's important. Or you might be in a stage of a game where actually you just need a reaction, so you've got to be able to operate in different ways.
Absolutely. We've got the Euros coming up. I'm not going to go into specifics because I know you won't answer. But we have got some talent in this country at the moment, haven't we? As you sit at home having your cup of tea in the morning with your notepad going, Foden, Grealish, Mount, Harvey Barnes.
Well, you do, because we watch every game, and if we can't get to them live, we can watch them on the footage we get. And we have to have a batting order. That doesn't change weekly, but we know okay, who can play at the level, who's most likely to excel in the way we want to play, physically, psychologically, technically, tactically, and then of course inevitably we have to get the rubber out because we lose a few with injuries, so the list changes again. But it's a great position to be in as a coach or a manager. You want to work with good players, and when you work with the national team, you work with the best players, which is a privilege, really.
Absolutely. And final question, the Euros, we're going to win it.
Look, we've got France, who are world champions, Portugal are European champions, Belgium, who have been ranked 1 in the world for the last 4 years. So we've got to be respectful of some very good teams, Spain, Italy coming, Germany always strong. But we feel we're in that group of teams now, and we're starting to beat some of those teams. We've got to do that on a more consistent basis, and our aim's got to be to win.
It's coming home, isn't it?
You can say that, Tubes. I can't get drawn into that sort of banter.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.